Now, one of the hardest decisions I ever made was getting a bulldog. Would you agree, Joker? And if you remember, I said I would never get a bulldog. What you guys fail to realize is that over the years, I've gotten a ton of messages from various people about tons of breeds. And they said, would this work for my dog? I said, yeah, it's food. Dog's carnivorous. It's cooked, raw, whatever. Go read, learn, take care of your dogs. One of the hardest things people do is make decisions. And most people cannot decide what they want out of life, what to give life. And this is a question I asked Jamarcus the other day, true story. I said, man, what is it that you are giving life? It's a difficult question for most people to ask. Maestro and Joker. I'm typing this in because I'm about to go live on TikTok, y'all. And very simply put, he said, man, I don't really know how to answer that question. Well, you get what you give. You get what you put in. Be careful, man. Don't step back too far. And you don't always get what you give. But then you got to know what the value is, what you give is, and sometimes set a price. So in this case, I said, man, what would happen if I got a bulldog? I think this bulldog could change the world. Literally. I didn't get Joker for any other reason than I wanted to help invite the world into a bigger space that I'm building because of all the people who are watching. You think this was just about a bully? I did. That's the truth. And as this thing continued to grow, we learned very quickly that people were here watching for motivational purposes, for inspiration, so that they could take care of the dog, so they could have a good time with their pet. Because they didn't know this, or that, or they're like, man, I love the way you put this, and that made sense. I tried this worked. It was my dog, it was this breed, it was that breed. Man, you're so right, I've been there, I experienced that. I go, dang, nobody else is sharing experiences. What if we get breeds that people love, and we're able to tell a story about these dogs, and how to make them great? What you can feed them, what to focus on, how to take care of them. One of the hardest things you'll do in life is make a decision. The best thing you do in life is make a decision. Being decisive is one of the most important things to getting where you want to go. Losing ego was like a good, bad thing. It was an awful thing because I said I wanted 15 to 20 out of them, but it was almost a good thing because it makes you think about how far you want to take this thing that's bigger than you. Because if it was just about FitBullies or bullies or American bullies or pit bulls, I just don't know. I don't know that we would be here today. What I would tell you is because, unfortunately, his loss, man, he created an opportunity for so much of us to do some amazing things for you guys and with you guys and continue to show you the future of what it means to bring dogs together. Dogs bring families together. I've watched grown folks turn into children when there's a dog around. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. There we go. Let's go. Sandlot. And even more importantly, most people don't have bulldogs. It's not uncommon for the bully that can actually get active. We know what the Rottweiler could do. It's one of the most popular dogs in the world. We know what, oh, Jesus. Joker boy, you ain't out of here? Hey, that's that thud when you hit your thing, you be gassing like this. Oh man, look, I'm glad we got some sands and them ain't just rock there. Boy, I say, that made me nervous, man. Joker did hit the deck though. But as I was saying, people, one of the things I'm working with on Jamarcus is just making decisions and choosing the ladder. Part of the ladder is being clear about where you want to end up in life. If people want success, they have to turn around and actually make choices that lead to success. You cannot F off or lose focus. What does it mean to be focused? A lot of times it means you need a direction. Direction means you need a plan. Well, then what's the plan? If you don't have a plan, then you know how to shift the plan. In any game where there's an offense, there's a defense. And the defense is for the offense's, offense wants to score. Defense is there to stop them. Defense there to stop them. What kind of ball do they play? They play this, and that. We got to do this. Life is going to continue to force you to change. reset your focus. It's got to make adjustment, or the famous word in business is pivot. We pivoted. And the decision was a wise decision because the world of pets, it needs guidance. It needs structure. I feel like I'm talking like Thanos right now. It needs correction. You don't know that. I'm the only one who knows this. You go, wow. I might have seen that one too much. I know, but it's man, now my mind's going Marvel real quick. But we're building a new framework out, and part of it is rooted in care. Matter of fact, all of it's rooted in care. And most importantly, make a decision every day to make sure our dogs are good. Now, these are our year-olds. They can play with each other. They're having a good time. And again, I'm bringing breeds together that nobody's ever seen really kind of coexist. And even more importantly, thrive and have a good time. I've got one more dog to get, and I'll have all 5 infinity zones. Here's how I look at it. And I will provide infinite solutions based on my determination, being fanatical, to better everyone who has a pet out there. Here's one thing to keep in mind. People are going to keep buying dogs. 9 out of 10 people actually know nothing about dogs, which means they need a place to go and learn about their dogs so they can better them and their dog's relationship. Where do you go to become one of the best pet parents on earth, or become a pet achiever? Who wants to be more than just a dog owner? I've owned a lot of dogs, but I ain't never just been an owner. I'm like, man, what can I do with this dog today? Dogs are more peaceful. They're more fun. They're more loyal. They're consistent. They always care. And once you build that bond, it ain't just about food. It's like, my man, you good today? Every time I was down or didn't feel super well, I remember Ego coming in and sitting in the bathroom, or Zara coming in and laying on my little, next to me per se. And those moments, you got to really be reminded, like, dang, am I going through something? What's wrong with this dog? And the dog's like, fine. It's like, no, something wrong with you. I'm good. Something's wrong with you, buddy. Making decisions is one of the hardest things people oftentimes struggle with. And it ain't hard at all when you're around the right people. So make sure you surround yourself with people who care about you, and make sure you care about yourself. You're as good as your surroundings. And I'm glad I'm around some good dogs, people. Take care of your dogs. Dang, Joker.